Merry Christmas, Gomez. I just seen you wrote something there. I had my, oh yeah. Good morning, everybody. By the way, good morning. I just, I was supposed to start my broadcast at 6:15, but yours truly, decided to sleep in a little bit. Just sleep in a little bit here. I was super duper tired. Super duper, super. Screw my. How's that? I was super duper tired. I woke up this morning and I just could not wake up. Just could not wake up. Do some ambiance. Let's see what you said there, Gomez. I am so sorry. Hug mom again for me, please. Okay, I will. Oh, you'll be here, Gomez. You'll Christmas. I know Christmas will be next year, and I know it will get better. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good morning, everybody. We're live. Live. Hope everybody's well, swell, and groovy in your neck of the woods. Me, as you can hear, I got it in my chest. It's creeping around through my body. This virus. I don't know what kind of virus it is, but it's creeping around in my body. So I need to go back to the Big Blue store this morning. Yours truly forgot to pick up some puppy dog shampoo yesterday. Some puppy dog shampoo from Mr. Ranger. So I need to go get some puppy dog shampoo. And that was the deal. I was going to give Mr. Ranger dog a bath yesterday, but I forgot that. So I'll do that today. I'll do that today. Today. Hope everybody got their coffee. Like I said, I was supposed to start the broadcast at 6:15. Excuse me, my time here in the Midwest, 6:15 in the morning, and then it'd have been like 4:15 Pacific, 5:15 Mountain, 7:15 Eastern time. But like I said, I didn't wake up till almost 6 o'clock, and I need to go take me a quick shower, get my coffee ready. So yeah, Ranger Thomas, as you can see, he is hanging out on his new bed. He got himself a new bed yesterday. Oh yeah, scratch that Ranger butt. Scratch that Ranger butt. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a little harder for me to get up today. I slept really good, but I couldn't, I didn't want to get out of the bed. It was all super duper comfy. So yeah, I got a little ambiance this morning. It's Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Eve morning. Yes, Gomez, I just keep reading that again. It will be a better year next year. I assure you. I assure you. So, everybody probably wants to stay tuned for tonight. Tonight, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, Santa Claus. Also, even though I'm not in my old VW bus, because I really started thinking about this, I have a Christmas story. that involves my VW bus, this patchwork overalls, these patchwork overalls, the hippie dude by the name of Patches, and Uncle Hippie. Uncle Hippie and the Magic Bus is what I call this story. So I think tonight, Christmas Eve, tonight, I haven't decided what time yet. And it might just be my Type 2 vlog, because last year it was my Type 2 vlog, but I did it live. But I'll tell everybody the story about that. So yeah, it'll be tonight. I'm not too sure what time. I know everybody has family, and they get together with family. Man, I can feel it in my chest. It's no es bueno. Not very good. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. Hey, good morning, Shelby. Hope all is well, swelling, totally hip and groovy. Good morning, and happy Christmas Eve. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. I had it set for 6:15 this morning. It'd have been, well, if you're in California, it'd have been 4:15, 5:15 Mountain Time. If you're on the East Coast, it'd have been 7:15. But I slept in. Just hitting the like. Well, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming down with some chest dealio. It started with my throat on Friday. I woke up Friday morning with a sore throat, and it kind of creeped around into my head yesterday. So if I sound deep, that's the dealio. I just I woke up with a gnarly chest feeling in my tongue, not my tummy, in my chest. So yeah, we're just waking up. Ranger Dog's waking up. I'm waking up. This ambiance. I hope you're enjoying this fine Sunday. This fine Sunday. I'm gonna go refill. Blah, 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 blah. I can't even speak. I'm gonna get some more coffee. I'm gonna flip you fine folks back over to the ambiance. You can enjoy that. All right. I'm sorry, folks. If you're still there, Shelby, I apologize. I had to go get some more coffee. Coffee's important in the morning time. Usually it's kind coffee talk in the old VW bus, but of course, I'm at my mom's. VW bus is back on the west side of Oklahoma City. So I drove the Jetta, the old Jetta. So yes, folks, you want to stay tuned tonight. Tonight, even though I might not be feeling too hippity hoppity hippity, and it's something I usually like to tell on my bus, because my bus, it was part of my bus, it's still part of my bus's past, but it's a good little story about how I acquired these patchwork overalls on Christmas Eve, heading to a Grateful Dead show. Yeah, I don't know if you fine folks know the Grateful Dead. It's an old classic rock band, classic jam rock band. So yeah, I don't know what time, but it'll be sometime tonight. You know, Christmas Eve. Uncle Hippie, Uncle Hippie and the Magic Bus. So I hope everybody's making it to their destination groovy, making it to where they need to go groovy, and safe travels and all that. Because I know when I drove down here on Friday, I was lucky. I got off work at 2:30, and traffic was already crazy in my neck of the woods, totally crazy. And so by the time I got outside of Oklahoma City, the traffic was very thick all the way to the Ponca City exit, which is 2 hours toward the north of Oklahoma City, and a lot of different driving out there. So I just stayed in that right lane, hit the old cruise control, and listened to the Michigander man in his 1 hour lunch break. He was on lunch break. So yeah, just a little bit of coffee talk at Mom's. What you hear, I'll show you folks. What you hear is this. I'm sitting on my disc golf bag. That's what you hear. It's my seat making those noises. Mr. Ranger Dog, he's chilling. He's chilling. See that towel back there? I've had that towel since I was a kid. It's a Zelda towel. You know Zelda from Nintendo? I used to be a Nintendo nerd. Completely Nintendo nerded out. Yeah, I got you fine folks propping up right here. Yeah, I know. One of these days I'll invest into a tripod, but right now it's grassroots style. Totally grassroots style. So yeah, Mark Fun Jones, when you see this, I apologize, dude. I didn't get a hold of you back last night, man. I got back after Chinese food, and I just kind of relaxed and uploaded my vlog. My mom went and seen some friends, and I dozed off in front of the fire. It was it was really cozy, and then I woke up probably about 9 and just came into the guest bedroom here and crashed out. It felt good to sleep. I mean, I sleep good in my VW bus, don't get me wrong. But there's just nothing like sleeping at your mom's house, I guess, in a big old bed. It seems to like just suck you into it. So I sleep good for the most part. This Ranger dog, he just relaxed. So yeah, tomorrow, Christmas Day, I'll hang out at my mom's, of course, wake up. We'll hang out. We'll have Christmas dinner. And then I gotta head back to Oklahoma City before it gets dark. I don't like driving when it gets too dark. Because I gotta be at work on Tuesday. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain at 100% at all, because I have work to go to, and that's a blessing. At least for me right now, it's a blessing. What do you think, Ranger Dog? He's just happy because he gets to have ranger treats and his medicine's always going to be okay and taken care of. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't see the icon for the people that said 0 disappeared, and then the 3 thumbs up thing disappeared. So, oh, there it's back again. YouTube, strange world. Here's to you, YouTube. It'd be kind of funny. My mom came bebopping in and telling me she's ready to go or something. Like, Mom, you're live to the world right now. Oh, Ranger's like, oh. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm just gonna kind of hang out today. I actually thought about going to the canyon. Yesterday I was talking about going playing disc golf at the Fantasy Frisbee farm. It's my friend's farm. He owns a 600 some odd acre farm. And, well, it's him and his family. After his dad passed away, the family kind of split up the farm. And he lives on with the farmhouse and, where all the barns are at and all that. But he has what they call the canyon. It's separate from the farm, the actual farm part, but it's part of the property. And it's literally like a little canyon. It's really cool. It's over time where a creek is like kind of carved out a little canyon. Not deep, not like a deep canyon or anything. Like, I mean, it's a steep little canyon. Don't get me wrong. But there's a little disc golf thing they have every Sunday there. Winter times it's at the canyon, and then summer times it's at the farm. Sundays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays in the wintertime, Wednesday nights they have funky putt, where they just putt at a couple baskets and like I think a snow shovel, a snow shovel in this barn. So, but yeah, I was thinking about going playing golf today at the, but I can feel my energy level just, I don't know if I can climb around that canyon playing disc golf today. I can't take Ranger, that's for sure. Last year he went with me a few times to the canyon, and he had a little bit of trouble last year getting around it. No. So yeah, that's my Sunday early morning plan. So yeah, I just figured I'd put a little ambiance. My mom gave me this little bear, but I'm gonna leave it here for her, just to keep, as I have no room for in the bus for too much knickknacks. Because of course, I do live in a VW bus. For those fine people who've just subscribed to my channel, I'll kind of give you kind of a quick up-to-date dealio. I live in a VW bus, a 1970 VW bus that I've owned 18 years. I've lived in that bus on and off through those 18 years. I'm living in it 100% right now, and commuting to work in a 2013 VW Jetta that I acquired through a divorce that I was not supposed to have. Not the divorce, but the car. Obviously, the divorce was meant to be, so. But I'm not going to get into that little chit chat. other than that, that's the dealio. That's catching you guys up. Yes, I do live in a 1970 VW Westfalia. A Westfalia is the type of bus it is. It's the camp mobile. It's the the camping version. There is the Weekender. The Weekender don't have the full camping thing. The Weekender don't have a pop-up. It just have like the fridge and the back seat will fold down into a bed, but it won't have the pop-up. Mine's the Westfalia. It has a full pop-up. Has a little ice box that I've converted into my dry food. Has the bed in the back. So that's why I call it the Westfalia Chronicles. It involves everything to do with around that bus and my life. And Volkswagen, That's why it's like I kind of made it a Type 2 vlog. It kind of goes out amongst more of my life other than the bus, because I do have a Jetta now. When I was living with my ex-wife, she drove the Jetta. That's what she drove. I drove the bus. I've always drove the bus. Before I met my ex-wife, I had two buses. Two. I had the one I have now, which is my original. I've owned it since 2000. In 2005, I bought a 73 bus. Westfalia. Same design inside, everything. It was just a couple. It was just a few years newer than mine. And I restored that, got that going. And in 2010, I took it by trailer to Southern California, because I moved back to Southern California. And in hindsight, I should have started living in that bus in Southern California. But I ended up selling it to get me into an apartment in Southern California, because of course Southern California, anywhere along the coast, is very expensive living. Very, very expensive living. And so that's why I ended up selling that VW bus. I really wish I never would have. But I sold that, got me into an apartment for a few years, got me a couple really good jobs while I lived there. Started off as a fleet manager for an RV rental company. Did that for a couple of years, and then went on to an airport shuttle service, there were also a chauffeur service. So I did that, drove their public transportation buses, drove their buses to the airport, drove their door-to-door services, I drove the Lincoln Town Car. Had some really good clients, interesting clients with that, through them. Those are really cool stories. I got really cool stories when it comes to the door-to-door services, picking up people, taking them to the airport, or picking them up, taking them out to eat, taking them to clubs. And I just hang out in the car, So Christmas Eve morning, we had Gomez chimed in. She chimed in before I even went live, and then Shelby's Cray girl. I hope I'm saying that right. She chimed in. I appreciate that. A little coffee at Mom's house this morning. Nothing like Mom's coffee. Dawn, you're right. It's just something about it, man. On the norm, Mom's Creamer is the Cold Stone Creamery from something in her house delight, I think. But she got pumpkin spice, because the pumpkin spice is something that she knows I like, but she got pumpkin spice for Christmas. So I got pumpkin spice coffee, and it's nothing like having Mom's coffee at Mom's house. Like I said, I'm kind of... Morning, Brother Don. I was just talking about you, dude. I was just talking about you, man. See, good people think alike, You can be bopping in. Yeah, man. I was just talking like there's nothing good like Mom's coffee. Yeah, I was just talking about you, dude. Just talking about how there's nothing like how you talked, you chimed in yesterday, left a comment, there's nothing like mom's coffee. I agree, man. And I'm sorry, I sound really deep and horsey this morning. I got that thing going into my chest and moving around. So yeah, Ranger Dog and I are just hanging out. We got to go to the blue store. Mom needs to grab some sugar. I need to grab some Ranger Dog shampoo because I forgot his shampoo yesterday. So he's just chilling. He needs a bath and a good combing. Yeah, colds are a bummer, dude. I'm just trying to stay as positive as I can. Like yesterday, it kind of wasn't as bad, but I woke up this morning with my chest really like, ooh. It's like, man, I sound pretty deep, I sound like old Bing Crosby, ready to do some crooning and stuff, It's old Bing Crosby. Speaking of Bing Crosby, tonight Mom and I will be watching White Christmas. It's a tradition I've done since I was a little kid. Um, it's White Christmas, VHS through the 80s and 90s, and then DVD. It's just something I've done ever since I was a kid. So White Christmas, when it's on TV, we don't watch it. I don't watch it. I wait till Christmas Eve. I woke up late this morning, man. I had this thing scheduled for 6:15. I woke up at 6 o'clock. Thinking I'd be up and about way early, but no, I slept way in. My body said, you're tired. Now you're going to do some healing. So I didn't wake up to 6. So I reset the thing to 6:45, and I think I started broadcasting at 6:35. I don't know. It's early. I'm waking up, having my mom's coffee. Some kind talking. I'm glad you're joining in. Yeah, listen to your body. Yeah, man. That's because tomorrow I have to head back to the city after like Thanksgiving lunch/dinner. I have to head back to the city because I gotta go back to work Tuesday morning. Yeah, she agreed with the time lapse. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot a time lapse. I'm gonna show her the video. She'll dig that because I do the voiceover. I thought about hunting down some Christmas tunes and then voiceover with the Christmas tunes, but I was kind of lazy yesterday, man. I just kind of hung out. And what I'm gonna do today too, just hang out. I was gonna go play some disc golf at the canyon. It's a special place to play. Every time I post on Facebook, I'm around this neck of the woods. They all want me to come up and play. I used to play all the time, but if I go up and play, I know I'll be sicker than a dog come Tuesday. Oh, I know, man. She has some really good stories. Her and my dad used to fly airplanes before I came around. They sold the plane about a year or two. Oh, that feel good. Oh yeah. Yeah, they had a Cherokee. They first bought a little Cessna high wing, a little 2-seater, and then they sold that and got a Cherokee 180, which is a low wing 4-seater. And they got good stories with that. They almost crashed in a hell of a snowstorm in that thing. They tried to fly over it somewhere in Wyoming, and their plane ended up getting caught in something froze, and they spun all the way down. And when my dad finally pulled out of it, they were in the clouds, obviously. And this is in Wyoming. They were in the mountains, and all their instruments froze over. So by the time they come bebopping out of the clouds, and that was the same time they were getting in with the tower, so the tower can put them on radar and fly them around. When they came out of the clouds, my dad said they were like 100 feet above the sagebrush, like skipping the sagebrush. That's how close. And my mom was 6 months pregnant with me. Oh yeah. Your dad was. Yeah, my dad was a Navy man. My dad got into the Navy in '55. My dad was 17. He went to Guam. My dad was stationed in Guam, and he ended up marrying another lady and having a couple kids. having a kid with another lady, but then they divorced. My dad got out of the Navy in like 58, and he started driving trucks and working for the oil company, and then he met my mom in 65. And then in 76 they had me. So they had a really groovy life a few years before I came bebopping along. ILS? That's called ILS. Sorry, man. I mean I don't want to have a coughing fit, so I'm just trying to chill. So yeah, my mom has some good stories, man. And it's another way to document those, it's just for prosperity. Not just for me, but for the grandkids and whatnot. So yeah, just something for me. I mean, she was cool with the time lapse. The instrument landing system, oh yeah, yeah. But my dad, when that happened, my dad was like on with the tower. They were talking, and that same storm, like 2 or 3 other aircrafts actually crashed. But they went on oxygen. They were trying to fly over the storm, and it like caught them, and like, yeah, my mom was like 6 months or 4 months pregnant with me. I'd have to ask her. Yeah, they were coming from my mom and dad. I was born in Billings, Montana, and they were coming from Roundup, Montana. They lived in Roundup, and they moved there in like 74, 73. And like I said, I didn't come along till 76, but they had like they lived like way out in the country, and they like lived off of deer and antelope and all that. That was how my dad was. But he worked for the oil company, so he'd drive to work. But they got into the flying airplanes, and they would fly back for Christmas to Ponca City in their airplane from Montana. Just think about that, man. Like, that's heavy for me to think about. That's cool. Yeah. I'll discuss that with my mom again today. I'll show her Mondays with Mom. I need to get on my laptop, man, and fill out that application. Yeah. Loves them, yeah. Well, because they're all positive, man. Especially, my mom, being my mom's 72, she needs that type of positive. That's why my mom likes Facebook. She believes a lot of stuff on Facebook, so I'm like, take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, she is. Yep. Yeah, my mom, like, I can't imagine my mom soloing. Like when you go and get your pilot's license, you got to solo. You got to do that solo. And that's a mind blaster for me, man. But you need to stay tuned tonight, Dawn. I'm going to be telling the story of Uncle Hippie and the Magic Bus, man. The story on how I got this patchwork overalls by Patches, who claims to be an elf from Santa. And it's a groovy little story. I was on my way to a Grateful Dead show. Grateful Dead show in Colorado. The Grateful Dead. I was gonna go dance, shake my tushy and all that. That's how they do at the Grateful Dead shows. They just dance around, spin around, and do hippy dippy things. And I was on my way in the bus to the show, and some crazy stuff happened. I acquired these overalls to stay warm in. So now every Christmas, I just cruise around these overalls. My coffee's gone, dude. The coffee's gone. I gotta get around. We gotta head to the blue store before it gets too crazy. Get our stuff done. Got the timeout. It's cool that you joined me this morning, man. I don't know what time it'll be. It'll be like later tonight, like during the time when Santa Claus is on his way. Well, Santa Claus is officially on his way, but during the Christmas Eve hours in our hemisphere is when I like to talk about it. It was something I was going to talk about and do a video vlog on the very first Christmas on my channel, but my first Christmas on my channel, it was the first Christmas without my dad, so it wasn't that much of a Christmas that year. All kinds of weird stuff because I was on a talk show called That Vlogger Show, and it was like during that Christmas that was like the last show of that vlogger show. So I didn't do it so last Christmas I had my bus here. I was staying at my mom's, and of course for Christmas, and I went ahead and like I told the story on Facebook, and Cassie Perkins and Chris Perkins were like tuning in, and it was really cool. And I was like, well, I'm gonna do it on YouTube tomorrow, Christmas Eve. So I did it. I told the story, man. It's a cool little story, man. I don't know. If it was just all in my head, if it was those hippy dippy things that happened on the way to a Grateful Dead show. But all I know is I got some overalls that come from the story. Some really good patchworks, man. Like, so yeah, Mom and I made Christmas fudge yesterday, dude. I mean, my mom is flipping out over this fudge. She says this is the best fudge we've made so far. I wish I could send you all a little bit of this Christmas fudge. But this is some good Christmas fudge. Yeah, man. They're comfortable, dude. And like they're well made. I mean, the hippie dude that I got them from, his name was Patches, and he makes these. And yeah, he gave me these. I mean, I'll tell you the story about him, but Patches, and see, I seen Patches. This guy named Patches, this hippie dude. I seen him at a bunch of different festivals. I had like shorts, like that he gave me when he gave me these, like patchwork shorts. And unfortunately, I don't know where those are. Like, I think my ex hornswaggled those, but I've kept these things close, man, because these are this is what I wear at Christmas time. So see, the hippie life is, the word hippie is a whole genre of different things. It's a whole state of mind is really what it is. You can be a dirty hippie where, you just don't take baths and travel around and just do like drugs, and that's all I can say about that. Or you can be like the type of hippies who like are into the nature food, and like health wise, or the communal hippies, they're all the subculture is really what it's called. And like I like the word hippie. I like it when people, especially when I used to have really long hair, man. Like, so it was like, hey hippie, that's what they'd call me. So it never bothered me. Just I knew who I am. I have a good work ethic, so it never bothered me. I didn't let especially the cliches or the way people look at it in the Midwest bother me. Yeah, it's been before the hippies, they were called beatniks, man. In the 50s and early 60s, they were beatniks, and before beatniks, they were the gypsies. It's just and now they're like called hipsters, I think. So it just changes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a lifestyle, man. It's just a lifestyle of just thinking out of the box, thinking freely, you know, putting stuff in your body that's freely to how you feel, about it. Um, it's just a whole other way of life, When that's why I did my channel the way it is. When I started my channel, that VW bus changed me as a person. So, um, It really did. Before that, I was more like, you know, I wore jinkos. You know, I went to like corn shows. Nothing about bad with corn or, like Limp Bizkit and all that stuff. That's way back in the '90s. I went to like mosh pits, and stuff like that. And then I acquired my bus, and it's like all of a sudden I want to go to like Crosby, Stills, Nash shows. Maybe there was some like aura about it. I don't know. I don't know about my bus, man. It's a special bus. That's all I know. I miss being with it around Christmas. I know I'll be back tomorrow for Christmas night. I'm digging to dig that. I even thought about waiting until I got back tomorrow night and telling the story for Christmas night. Because I'll be in my bus. And when you're in my bus, it's like, and you tell the story, it's like you're there again. It's a very odd story. But I need to get, brother man. I need to head on down with my mom to the Big Blue store. I need to change and all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, the what they call the subculture, the lifestyle, the free thinkers, the artists. Yeah, it's been around for thousands of years, man. And you know, sometimes especially way back during the Roman ages, they totally hated people like that, and the whole religion started up because of somebody wanted to be kind to their brother and love their sisters and get along and share the food and all this. And at the time, the people didn't like that, so it was just like, pang, we're going to deal with that. But then a whole religion popped up over that. So community, and that's what it's about, man. And that a community is the important thing. That's why I like this YouTube thing, and especially the live streams. It helps build community. It helps build a special thing. And so long as YouTube doesn't change like everybody's expecting it to, because I don't think it is, I think we're gonna stay pretty groovy, man. I like this live stream. I like it. The interactions even more meaningful about it. I know there can be negative interaction or whatnot, but this live stream, as soon as they make it so you can pop up, with your video, and we can have video chit chat the live instead of you just typing in, that's going to even be better, and that's getting ready to happen soon. I guarantee it. That's the next step, and I'm looking forward to that because I like to have. That's going to be great, guys. But I can rap on about this. I can drink a whole other cup of coffee and talk about it. I'm going on in 45 minutes, and I try to keep this thing around 45 minutes, so because that's about the time I usually get ready for work. So if I keep, a, a constant time limit on what I do, when I go back to the bus and do my coffee in the morning in the bus, my time 45 minutes is rolling around, it will be 6:45 because I do it at 6 o'clock in the morning. I love you, brother Don. I love you, Shelby. Thank you for joining in. I love you, Sister Gomez. Thank you, everybody who's joined in and who will be joining in. Don, you have a very Merry Christmas Eve. Like I said, go ahead and tune in tonight if you want. I'll be chit-chatting about Uncle Hippie and the Magic Bus, man. And if you want to check out the story beforehand, you can always use your Columbo-like skills, as Mr. The Woo likes to say. Excuse me. Anyway. Yes, brother, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much, man, for tuning in. Give your moms a big hug. Tell her Merry Christmas from Ranger Dog, myself, and my mom. Brad's mom. I love you, brother. Love everybody else. Be kind to everybody. Be totally grateful for every moment of the day, because you just never know when those moments will change. Peace, love, and Volkswagen grease.